Hey everybody, and welcome to Robin's house. Today I'm working on the Little Nomies card workshop, and one of the cards has us having a message that talks about a rainbow, and I thought how pretty it would be if the message was also in a rainbow. So this video is going to be talking about masking. And if you know me, I do not like masking. So my solution for masking is I cut apart my stamps so that each color can be stamped with its own strip. And to me, that is the easiest and loveliest way to create a masked rainbow. But I am aware that others prefer to not cut their stamps, or there are instances where you can't cut your images. So I just want to show you a couple of quick techniques of ways that you can do it. So there is a semi easy way if you just want to fudge things. So you can, it's a little difficult and a little easy. So I'm going to do my pink first. I'm going to stamp just the top row as best I can. And then when I'm done stamping, I'll turn it over and make sure that I catch any spots on the next row that shouldn't have been colored. So we'll see how that goes. We can still see everything that we're supposed to see. So we'll go ahead and push down the rainbow. Okay. And then we take our stamp chamois and we clear off any of that extra ink on the pink side. Now we'll take the honey butter and we'll do the top two rows as best we can. Then I'm going to take my finger and my stamp chamois and just take the color off that first row. Fairly quick, not too difficult. And let's see if we can get things. It doesn't have to be perfect again because you're not going color on top of color necessarily. And we'll see how that goes. So we forgot to do underneath, so that is a risk. But luckily, green is darker than yellow. Probably won't even matter. So now we can get our limeade. And now we're going to clean off our stamp chamois. And we're going to do the bottom two rows. So this is a nice, fast, easy way if you're in a pinch and you're not too particular on if there's a little bit of bleed over. So we get our things lined up. And we stamp down the limeade. There we go. And now we can do the glacier. So again, we will take it and take off all the excess color. And now we just need the very last row of color. And this one's a little tricky because it's got some letters going on up above, up in the thing. So I take my chamois, try and knock off any color up above, and then take off any water. The stamp chamois are great because they I'm missing some of my L, so I'm gonna try and get just the L covered up again. Yeah, that's a great job. Line it up. The stamp chamois is great because it dries so quickly on the stamp, which is crazy. So this was a pretty good job. It was fast, easy, not too many mistakes. The mistakes that were made were covered up by the next color. So that's a fairly easy way to mask your stuff. The other way, now this is a little difficult with images. So how I would do it, let's see. This isn't going to be perfect, but the idea is you get a piece of paper that's bigger than what you need, and you stamp the whole message in that. And then you would take your scissors or X-Acto knife and cut out the parts that you want to be a particular color. So for example, if I want, now this is going to be a little tricky. Let me make this one so it's kind of the right spacing here. So then I know that if I put my thing here, I'm going to take my Limeade stamp. And I don't think it was cleaned. We definitely don't want to put our black ink in the Limeade ink. Okay, so then we ink our image or message, and we know where to go because our image is up, it's stamped in black. And then we just push it down. And then when we lift it up, only the green showed up. And you just do a similar one for the other lines in the message. Now there's a third way to do this, and it's a lazy way and semi not going to be very effective way. But you could also, and it depends on the message that you're doing and the way it's made up. But you can take like sticky notes or masking tape, special tape for masking. And we'll do the yellow one for this. And if it works out correctly, you can do it that way. So that way, when you do your image, now this one has ones that kind of run up and down into the, can make this a little smaller. If you were doing this for real, you would pay more attention to the way things are. But this is the basic idea of how you do it, and it turned out just fine. So if I take away these, and I take away these, you know, we've got the message. So that is actually 4 different ways to mask that will all work, and each one has its time and its place. So I hope that helps. Thank you so much for watching. Happy crafting.